Hey everybody, just doing a little bit of an update as I've not had as much time lately to do some weekly updates, and I'll talk a little bit about that, but I also wanted to show my work in progress on my Ottawa natives from Musket and Tomahawks sharp practice. I want to give a little bit of an update on the Orktoberhammer project that will be starting third week of October as well, and just talk a little bit about uploading videos over the next little bit. So I'll start with the Orktoberhammer. So as in the last Heresy Hump Day, I talked about doing a somewhat old hammer project with the Jankmaster, and it was going to be focusing on just doing some old models from, you know, either Fantasy or 40K Rogue Trader era, just like some old models. We were going to both do orcs, and we're still planning on doing that. And so I think it's, whatever the Sunday is, I think it's the 22nd of October, going to be like the official launch, and I think we'll just have people just take their time to be able to get through till end of November, whatever they want to do, because I also have some other possibilities, that some other folks that are joining in. So both Neil Malden as well as Helcorex have both mentioned possibly joining in, and I think Neil had actually confirmed that he's going to provide some pictures and just some similar models that he's going to paint up, and Helcorex had mentioned that he was going to look into it. If anybody else is interested in joining in, just a fun little project. And so that will start at that time. No matter what I have going on with my current projects, I'm dropping everything to do that. And speaking of current projects, I will definitely have my natives done. This is a work in progress of them, and really I have to pick out some details for the most part and finish the bases, but I'm pretty close to being finished. I'll do some close-up shots in a moment. And I have that house that I was working on, the Colonial House. Now, I think I should have most of that done before this project starts, but if not, I will just freeze it there, do the October project and then Orktoberhammer, and then come back to it. I am just painting windowsills and just working away on it, but I've been spending most of my time on these guys. Now, I really enjoyed painting these guys. It's been a while since I've painted my natives for Musket and Tomahawks. I really like how the skin tones have come out again on them. This is the first time that I've painted eyes on them. Now, some of them have really small eyes, so it's kind of hard to see. But, you know, actually, if you look up close, I'll try to zoom in, you can see them. Here we go. Focusing. Yeah, you can see that I painted them, I think. This guy right there doesn't have eyeballs. He's squinting. But all the others, really, for the most part, I have painted them and you can see them. So yeah, I'm enjoying these. Now, I am doing these as Ottawa, which is the first. I've done Iroquois and Delawares in the past. So, from what I've read in my reference, the Ottawa tend to have black, browns, greens, and reds in their sort of colors that they choose in their garments and various things. And so I have included more green than I ever have for the Ottawa. I still have details to pick out, like knives and knife handles and some of the jewelry, things on their earlobes, and stuff like that. Some bracelets here and there. But those are the colors that I've been choosing for that reason. Yeah, and I do have another box of natives. It's a full box from Warlord that I believe were supposed to be Ottawa, and I will likely do those as well as Ottawa. I was going to do Huron. The reason why I didn't is, as I was reading into it, it didn't look like the way they wore their hair in this matched the Huron exactly. And so they talked about some different hairstyles that I didn't really see in this group, and I kind of wanted to do Ottawa anyway at one point, and so I just decided to do them as the Ottawa. And so yeah, pretty happy with that. I actually have been doing the canoe along with these guys, but I've mainly just been doing the guys, not the canoe. So I do need to paint the interior of the canoe. But I have been painting the the riders in it, along with these guys. So yeah, one thing I'll just mention, for those of you that may have missed Heresy Hump Day last week and are going to, this is my update for this week. I'm not doing an actual Heresy Hump Day format. Reason is, longtime viewers of the channel may know that I have a tendency when holidays to come up to not actually see them coming fast enough. I had a couple things coming up, like this past weekend. I know it's like Columbus Day in the US, but it's actually Thanksgiving in Canada. It's quite a bit earlier in Canada. I say this every year. I feel like I'm kind of saying this again this year. But yeah, like Canadian Thanksgiving came up really quick. We went up north and to spend some time, you know, with family together, and I just lost a lot of hobbying time. And that isn't the reason why I didn't do Heresy Hump Day last week. The reason why I didn't do Heresy Hump Day was mainly I didn't have enough topics in my head to really justify a full-blown Heresy Hump Day last week. And I just, with the Thanksgiving coming up after it, I just didn't get to it. This week I really did have enough to talk about and some things in mind. But just getting back yesterday from Thanksgiving, I'm actually leaving on Thursday on a little trip with just my wife because we have a big anniversary this week. It's our 15th anniversary, and so we're going to be heading out of town. We have my in-laws watching the kids, and I just don't have a lot of time this week, so it's just this really. I've not even really had a lot of time to paint, so probably about a week and a half to 2 weeks of just busyness that I kind of crept up on me really quick. I'm sure people can relate to that. And so what I am hoping to do is after this week is to have these guys finished up fairly shortly, and then work on the house a bit. But then I'll be prepping my models for the Rogue Trader Orc box, the Orc Raiders for the Orktoberhammer project. Now it's kind of funny because I know when you say something's like October, Orktober or something like that, you'd think that it's primarily an October project, but you know, we just, I was talking to the Jank Master, and with just a number of things going on and with these projects I've got going, I just said, well, let's just kick it off in the third week, and we can just do it through like November. Maybe even some people may be done before that, who knows, but you know, yeah, like that'll give us enough time that we can comfortably do it, and it'll be a lot of fun. All right, everybody. So hope you like this little work in progress at the natives this week. And yeah, like if any of you guys are interested in joining in, doing some of the old hammer painting, you don't have to put a video up, although that would be great if you wanted to. Even if you wanted to just send in pictures, I might do a little section on the Heresy Hump Day, just showing some of the projects. Or even maybe a dedicated video, either way. Okay, everybody, hope you guys are having a good week, and talk to you later.